Put the candy down.
I shouldn't do that because we're not getting paid to advertise these things.
Well, don't. I mean,
But, all right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Ohio Gripe.
oh, we're on. Hey.
Yeah, I just got tired. I said, fuck it, I'm hitting a button.
Okay. Hi, we're here. Hello.
We got two special guests who don't want to be on camera, but they have microphones. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine with me. I don't care. I'm not going to get upset about it.
One's actually hiding behind a blanket for some reason.
Sneezing
Oh,
into
she's-
my blanket.
Sneezing into her blanket. Hey, I don't mean to be a dick, but could you share the candies that I brought
sorry.
for us?
I told you to take it
Thanks,
away
buddy.
from him.
Don't mind us. We're eating freeze-dried foods because, you know.
You're not being a dick. You were just being straight up.
They want it to be astronauts when they go.
Anybody want
up.
one? I can chuck one in your direction. Okay. Yeah, we have these. They're freeze-dried. That bitch is going to ring 12 times.
Oh, great.
It is the maximum amount of times it'll ring, and we just happen to be recording.
I want to know why it's a bitch and not just a cuckoo clock.
Because I want it to be.
What did it ever do to you?
It rings in the middle of her shit. What is this? So good candy. So good candy. They're freeze-dried Skittles, huh?
I think they're generic Skittles, but yeah. They might be real Skittles. I don't know.
Anyways.
But they're delicious, so.
Yeah, how come I always end up grabbing either the I just want a red, and all I can grab a hold of is the green or the yellow.
The green and the yellow are the most flavor intensive, I think.
They sure are.
You think you can make a little more nice?
Getting frustrated.
Orange freeze-dried Skittle.
Yeah, no, you can't see it. I thought you could, but okay.
You can hear it, that's for sure.
So, what are we going to talk about today?
I don't know. We can talk about how loud these microphones are when you're eating, because that's really interesting. You can talk, can't hear nothing, but by God, you eat a freeze-dried Skittle, and it sounds like, you know, Bigfoot.
Sounds
falling
like
down the
walking
steps.
on ice. Yeah.
Good stuff. Anyway,
Just imagine someone walking across the driveway during the ice. Okay. During the ice.
During the night, okay.
All right. Well, I do have a few topics, but we're going to start with you. What you got?
Well, listen, I finally broke down after probably 12 or 14 years and bought a motorcycle.
All right.
Because
Now you can have all the same complaints that I have.
the only complaint I got so far is I hit a damn bat.
On your first ride.
No, it was probably about my 10th ride. Dude, I bought it last Monday, and I think I put a tank and a half of gas through it.
That's good. How are the tires?
Good. It's got nice Michelins on it, actually. So whoever had it actually took care of it. So it's got good tires on it.
That's good. What kind of bike is it?
I bought a Boulevard C50.
Bulletproof.
And I'll tell you what.
They made 1 billion of them.
Well, the thing is, whoever had it put some jets and some pipes on it.
Ugh.
And it sounds like a Harley. It sounds so much like a Harley. I was going to work the other day, rolling down Erie, and a guy on a Harley was going the other way, spun a U-turn to ride with me, rode up next to me at the light, looked over, shook his head, and then took off. Because it must sound like a Harley, because he turned around to come get me.
What a douche.
So Austin at work was looking at, Austin. He's like, he asked me what I paid for it. I told him, he goes, man, you can flip that. I said, yeah, I'm going to flip my fucking leg over and ride it.
Yeah, it's cheap transportation all summer long.
Flip it my ass. I didn't buy it to flip it.
Get yourself one of those button-up raincoats and...
Well, I don't know if I want to ride in the rain, but...
I mean, it's not fun, but if you're trying to save a buck...
I got hit with a little bit of rain last Sunday or Monday. I think it was Monday. Are you sniffing?
No, I'm good.
Why
No,
are
I'm
you
Monday
sniffing?
was Memorial Day.
just...
Was it Memorial Day?
No, it wasn't because Monday would have been Memorial Day. Must have been Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. It was Tuesday then. When you do that, it makes noise. Hold that.
No, it's fine. You go for it. I love the fact that she was like... It was just Memorial Day.
And now nothing.
That's fantastic. That's better than a lawnmower and a cuckoo clock and all of it all wrapped together.
Well, listen, we eliminated the lawnmower by moving your station in the house.
Yeah. The only thing is I was watching some of those old videos because I thought for just shits and giggles I would check in on Rumble. And believe it or not, we're getting some decent views on Rumble, so I'm considering going back.
Okay.
And I've always said from the beginning that YouTube has no love for us.
It's YouTube. They have no love for anybody. What are you talking about?
Well, that's true. That's true. But
Don't single
what
us
was
out.
I? Oh, and I tell you what, I miss the windows behind. Like one episode, the wife and I were talking, and our dogs were playing in the background. They were running in and out, and I'm like, that is so fun. But it was such a nightmare for lighting and setting everything up because I wanted to tear it down. So we set it up, everyone, and we tore it down and blah blah blah. But we may go back if I get to finish the summer kitchen and turn that into a dining room. Basically, we may go back because there'll be a permanent table and all that.
Right.
But it was nice. You could see the snow. You could see the sun. You can
Well, I will tell you this.
hear everybody mowing their grass.
So I was speaking to a woman last night who does a podcast with her husband for their little business. And she does it with another person, with a guy. She's having trouble schedule-wise. Like, they're never meeting up. And I said, well, listen, if you guys are free in the evenings, I know a guy. I actually know 2 guys.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. If they're interested, we might have to have them swing over to do their...
Absolutely.
They just do audio, though. They don't do video.
Well, that's fine.
But, I mean, hey.
We did audio at first, and then I kind of got jealous because of, like, Joe Rogan. And of course, I'm not comparing ours to Joe Rogan. I'm just saying that.
But, yeah, I mean, it's just
all
nice
these
to have
guys
some
just
visuals.
have a video camera rolling, and I thought, why not?
What the hell?
But it turned out, especially in the beginning, oh, my God, was it a nightmare.
Yeah.
The very first couple episodes, the camera would go light, and it would go dark, and it would go light, and it would go dark, and it would go light. It would do that for an hour.
Oh, my God. Is that because of the clouds and stuff when you're in the
It's
back row?
because we had so much backlighting.
Yeah.
When we would move, the camera would adjust, and we're doing this the whole time.
Right. Everybody's jumping around.
Right. And then I got those collapsed suns that you plug in, and we were like, but, it sort of kind of fixed it. And
Sort of, kind of, but not really.
God, it was a nightmare. But I really do like looking at that footage and seeing it was a nice idea. If I had the studio, I'd have TVs. I'd have 2 big-ass TVs and then cameras on the outside of the building.
Yeah, you can watch whatever.
That's what I'd do.
Well,
Because it's so much more controlled lighting.
right, and then you can, focus on whatever. You can put cameras. Oh, speaking of which, we got to check the camera we put out last night. There's something digging up her backyard, so I took it to my trail cameras.
I have a trail camera. I have a trail camera.
English is tough.
I ain't doing it.
And why do you look at me when you say all that?
I don't know, because you're the one with the memory.
No, because you can speak clearly and he cannot. He's looking for help.
Yeah, but it's so much fun to watch him struggle.
Well, see, that's what I said when you girls were here. I'm like, look, we got somebody to read stuff off the internet because neither one of us can read.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
suck
true.
at it.
We are terrible.
Yes.
We sound like
That was one thing I
couple
miss about Adam.
kindergartners over
Adam
there.
could read. He was so good with English, but hey,
Yeah.
he can't show up. Anyways,
Oh, well, here you go. I got another thing. So yesterday, I went to pick up a speaker to put onto my new motorcycle, and there was a kid there buying something, and the guy's like, "Oh, you're 67 cents short." The kid's like, "Okay, I guess I'll come back next week." And I'm like, "You need 67 cents, kid?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm just 67 cents short." So I was like, "Here, man, here's $1." So we started kind of chit-chatting. He was a nice little kid. He's like, "Next time I'm saving up to buy those Beats over-the-ear headphones." I said, "Don't do it." I said, "Go on Amazon and buy the Raycons. They sound just as good, and they're a third of the money." I said, "I use them to listen to music." I said, I do my podcast." He's like, "Oh, you do a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, what is it? I'm going to come home and listen to it right now." And I told him. So if you're listening, little man, shout out to you, buddy.
we don't know your name.
Oh, I don't even know.
Small dude.
He was a nice little guy.
Tiny person.
Nice young man.
Shorter offspring.
He was definitely a shorter offspring. Somebody's offspring, not mine.
Yeah.
He was an offshoot of 2 larger individuals.
How old was he?
Oh, I don't know. 12, 13 maybe?
Oh, okay. You made it sound like he was like a teenager.
I don't know. He might not have been that old. He might have been 10. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. He was just a nice...
Great. That's all I need is some angry parent. My child was watching your program and you're disgusting and you talk about all this crap.
I'm disgusting because I gave a kid 69 cents?
Yes. All you
the
need.
hell
The
does
only,
that work?
the only thing you're missing is the creeper van. You gave a child money. You are going to prison, my friend.
I'm not the one with the creeper van in the freaking driveway,
I don't have a
mister.
creeper van.
The hell you don't.
Or
It's
maybe I
got
do.
windows. It's not a creeper van.
But he's got curtains on the windows for when he picks up the little kids. No, I don't even play
No,
that
we
game.
don't.
I have
Oh,
curtains.
We've used
wait a
the
minute.
cur- wait,
You're
we-
hiding your curtains from your wife?
Yes. I have curtains.
That's it. He's hiding his curtains.
Who would have thought curtains?
We were just back there last night. I
Really?
didn't see
Well, hey,
any
whoa.
curtains.
This is a family podcast. Behave yourself.
Well, we are a family.
That's true.
We do marital things.
Well, I would sure hope so. I mean, that's why you married her, isn't it?
No.
So I can do marital
do
things in the
marital
back of a
things?
minivan.
No, not just that. You do
Well,
all
you don't got to
marital
be married
things.
to do that.
Well, no, we're not.
I
Oh,
we
was
just
that
lost all the Christians.
Was that the dog I just heard making noise? Or
It was.
I'm glad that dog's next to you and you got to smell that.
I know,
not
right?
Me. Holy
no,
shnikes.
that's his little happy noises when he turns over and you go,
Oh, I thought he farted. I was like,
No,
holy
no,
shnikes.
Those are his
That's
happy,
coming, though.
Happy
It's- yes.
noises.
He's building.
When they fart, you don't hear it.
That's
Oh,
true.
Listen, man, that dog, I don't know what the heck.
It
They
actually,
eat
he's been
chicken.
getting better.
They eat nothing but chicken. That's all they eat.
Now, listen, speaking of which, yesterday, somebody over here, we were out doing something, went home, decided to use the bathroom. I'm outside. I come in. The whole house, it was like I got smacked in the face with a wet paper towel.
I think you forgot the point that you were in the bathroom.
See, she always blames this on me. Toots over here, I didn't get the nickname. She didn't get the nickname Toots because she smells.
She didn't get the nickname. She didn't get the nickname.
Toots.
Well, if she's Toots, and I have to be nuclear explosion.
Oh, no. Listen, the paint's peeling off the wall in the bathroom after this girl.
Wow.
It was terrible.
So next
you
week we'll
are
talk.
so full of crap. It's not even funny.
So next week
Well,
we'll be
you're
talking.
not because you left it all in the shitter last night.
Next week we'll be talking about how he used to have a girlfriend.
I already told you someday she'll figure out I'm an overgrown
Well, I
man-child
do
and
have a
leave
set of the
anyway.
keys in my purse, so you guys can have fun with them.
Bye. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
What?
That's what you tell somebody when they say they're leaving.
That was cool, man. All right, anyways.
Wow.
So.
Oh, so here's another, since we're doing goofy sayings, we got a buddy last night that had never heard 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. He thought we were crazy for saying that term.
Saying what?
6 of one, half dozen of the other. When something's supposed to be basically the same, you're like, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Oh my God, here's another one that hasn't heard of it. What the
That
hell
sounds-
is wrong with you people?
I don't know. That's a dumb thing to say? I don't know.
No, it's not. If you're comparing things that are supposed to be the same and you had 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, they're both 6. So it's a...
Oh.
Oh my God.
See what happens when you do cocaine? It
Listen, I
leaves a
haven't-
lasting effect.
I haven't done any cocaine in at least, I don't know, 12 hours.
Proof. Anyways, I don't know.
You've never heard that saying either? What the hell?
I don't know.
How about it? All right. how
One
about-
cup is at least 8 ounces of another.
Well, how about this?
Who raised these children?
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
You knew that saying.
It's like Sesame Street.
Well, they look. They spell it that way. I'm saying it that way. Just like shul. I went to shul. That's how you spell it. That's how I'm saying.
Only if your schedule will allow it.
Exactly. How about happier than a puppy with 2 Peters?
Oh,
Never-
I do know that one.
Okay.
2 peckers is what I heard.
Well, I say Peters, but whatever.
Of course you do.
Sticks out like a dick on a hound dog.
No.
Never heard that one either.
But I do know about Dickie Doo.
Dickie Doo? What does Dickie do?
You never heard of Dickie Doo?
What did he do?
When your belly sticks out further than your Dickie Doo?
Oh well, that's fucking everybody, and I know. I'd have to have.
Was that the dog stepping on the microphone? Judas. Pee on the wrist.
Okay, dog. I know you want to be on the podcast, but damn.
No.
Yeah. Oh, now you did it. Now
He half-assed it.
he wants to play with the microphone.
No, he just wants scratched.
Just touch me. Just touch me.
All right,
He
anyways.
sounds like me at night. Just touch
The
me.
ladies off camera are playing with our dogs. Because that's... Actually, the dogs...
Phrasing,
they
sir?
kind of
Phrasing?
demand it, don't they? They kind of make sure you can't leave. Look at him. He's like, oh, my God, please scratch my chin.
It's only Sully. Lux is over here just sleeping.
Yeah, Lux is
and-
sleeping. He's not
and
that...
with his little happy noises.
He's under the blanket.
yeah, he's tired.
He's burrowed.
So... All right, so what else you got to talk about?
I don't know. It's your turn. You made me start.
Well, all I have is news. I like Ohio news.
Ohio news. What's Ohio? Oh my gosh! All right, Ohio news. Let's hear it. Something about an explosion there. I seen. What's going on?
Yes. So, give me 1 second.
1001.
I'm
Seconds
looking.
up.
Okay. So I'm looking for a date here.
A date. Well, I don't know why you're looking for a date. Your
I
wife's
think-
sitting right there. You're probably going to get in trouble if you say that when she's in the room, sir. You should wait till she's gone.
It's getting thick. It's getting thick.
I don't know. I got a couple bucks that says she's going to take you out.
So I'm
Y'all
not
start
seeing.
swinging, you're done.
I'm not seeing a date here. It was posted May 31st, which I believe was Friday.
No.
Yes.
Was it Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this must have happened Thursday. So, if you don't know, a building exploded in Youngstown last Thursday.
So it's the 70s again.
Yeah. Gas line cut 6 minutes before deadly explosion in Youngstown. 1 person killed and 7 others injured in the blast. The National Transportation Safety Board said an inactive but still pressurized gas line was cut 6 minutes before rocked downtown Youngstown. The blast occurred near Central Square on Tuesday afternoon. So last Tuesday, which I don't know what date it was. It was sometime in May. Anyways, Tuesday afternoon and
The last Tuesday in May.
impacted a building that contained a Chase Bank and apartments. 1 person was killed, 7 others injured in the blast. The NTSB sent a team of pipeline and hazardous material investigators to Youngstown to investigate a natural gas explosion and were able to, excuse me, body decided I was done talking, were able to speak with workers who were in the basement of the building prior to the explosion. What was that?
That's the dog whining to get pets.
Oh my gosh. We're just going to wait for the entertainment. Wow. And it's so loud.
Poor dog.
See what happens when you give us microphones.
That's all right.
Microphones? See, English is tough. I told you.
Wow. So that's Sully begging for pets. All right. Continuing on, the primary investigation suggests that the workers were in the building to clear out old utility infrastructure from the basement and vault area, including old piping. And this one just happened to be a bomb.
So,
As part of the city project to fill the vault area and replace the sidewalks above, according to the NTSB board member, blah, 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 Tom, I'm not going to say his name. The worker made 2 initial cuts into the piping along the basement wall, he said. After making the 3rd cut, the crew immediately realized that there was a problem and gas had been released. And the problem was it got really hot and really high pressure really quickly.
so this was a dead line that they just never emptied, basically.
Right. And they're just saws on it, and
Don't you think the gas company's going to eat shit for this?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Because I don't think they're allowed to leave gas in inactive lines. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
So it says here the workers quickly evacuated the basement and notified
Yeah, you think?
bank employees of the gas leak. They pulled the fire alarm, and at least 1 worker called 911. He said the workers were also instrumental in helping evacuate residents from the apartments. I don't know who got hurt and who died. The explosion occurred approximately 6 minutes after the cut. No gas was smelled during the day as the crew was working in the basement, indicating that it wasn't an ongoing leak. But it's not saying, I'm not looking for a name of the person who died. I'm looking for,
Whether they were resident or
was he too
employee
close to the building? Was he still in the basement?
walking by, right, yeah.
Was he, someone trying to help people out of the building?
Just walking by, took some shrapnel to the head, what?
Yeah. Right here, this next sentence, the crew was unaware that there was pressure in the line at the time, so they didn't realize that they were basically about to. And that's the end of it. So they're not going to tell us who was who and who got hurt.
But like I said, if this is supposed to be an inactive line, I believe is what you read, like the first couple sentences, that's going to be on the gas company. Because if it's not illegal to leave gas in an inactive line, it sure as shit should be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it was like. I'm assuming, because I don't know, that like when it comes to the infrastructure, like your water and that, you're like if you own a house, you're responsible from the street to your house, and then from the street beyond, that's where they're responsible.
Well, it might be on whoever owns that building.
Right. So I don't know if it's the gas company or if someone didn't just open it up and release the gas. I don't know.
That'd be a hell of a pipe to blow up a whole damn building, though, if it was just one pipe.
Yeah, because I mean, it rocked, so the whole building went up.
Right. I mean, that looks like it's what, a
And natural
five-story
gas
building?
is not like gasoline fumes. It explodes, of course,
yeah.
but not with like, I don't know,
That kind of
plastique kind of,
Right, that's what I'm saying. That has to be an awful, awful lot of gas to drop out. That had to be, what, a 4 or 5-story building? Go
I
back to
have
the
no
picture.
idea.
Go
There's
back
no
to-
real pictures of it.
No, the top one. Right there. What's the next
That's the
door?
building beside it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but how many stories is that?
I don't know. I don't think it says.
Well, that's a pretty damn big one. Dude, that's even more. That's bigger than that.
Yeah. If it's the same size as the other. Of course, it said it had apartments up top, so it must have
Yeah.
been a pretty. Damn.
That's a lot of gas.
Damn. So that happened.
So yeah, we're blowing stuff up in Ohio.
Yeah. That's crazy though. The fact that it wasn't like intentional. I don't know how to put it.
But I mean, it did a nice job of leveling just that building, though.
That's true.
It looked like the buildings next to it looked okay in the picture. So it looked like the demo crew. You might have.
That's the word I'm looking for. It looked like the building was demoed.
That's hilarious. Wow.
But anyways, so Youngstown is a little shaken right now.
Well, I mean, listen, like I said, in the 70s.
And that comes from ABS News.
The 70s and the 80s, you get the old Youngstown tune-up, your card blow up if you pissed off the right people.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Is that still... Well, I'm not going to even ask because who knows.
Are you asking if it's still active? I'm going to have to say that I'm sure that probably is to some extent, but I don't think it's quite like that. Things have mellowed since the 70s and 80s.
In today's day and age, you know how difficult it would be to...
Why do I always forget to turn my phone off?
In this day and age, I just find it so difficult to run an enterprise like that. It has to be. There's everything. There's cameras. There's police. They can analyze a house curtain and figure out who lived in that house the entire time the house has been built. It's
definitely more difficult than it was back then.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, even since the 80s.
Absolutely. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And if we're continuing on with Ohio news,
here we go with this one.
I know. Channel 19 out of Cleveland. Earthquake detected in northeast Ohio. Did you feel it? Did you feel the earthquake?
I did not feel the earthquake.
Anybody feel an earthquake?
I would say something, but I'm going to behave myself.
Well, the reason you couldn't feel it is because it was up there by Madison and Geneva.
Okay.
Right. An earthquake shook a portion of northeast Ohio early Saturday morning, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. The USGS says a 2.6 magnitude earthquake hit Lake County at 6:11 a.m. What do you think about that? That was June 1st, by the way. I have no idea what 2.6 is. I mean, that's
pretty small.
Is that strong?
I mean, hang on.
They're just numbers to me.
The Google machine.
Yeah. I mean, like, what do you feel 2.6? Is that one of these jobs? Or is that just like, did you fart? I mean, what is 2.6?
Oh, my God.
It is the fifth earthquake occurrence in northeast Ohio this year. And this year just started, so we're a-shaking. We're a-shaking, people.
Okay. They have little earthquakes like that all the time. You rarely feel them. I think the one in the 80s was like a 4 or 5. And Bob was at the Indians game, and you could see the media where the people sit up there. You could see it move a little bit. So I think there's little 2.0 jobs going on all the time.
Earthquakes with a magnitude of 2.5 or less are usually not even felt, but can be recorded by seismograph.
There you go. So
nobody knew it read that and didn't mess it up. Hey, there's a first.
Job.
There's a first on the podcast today. Patrick read a sentence without tripping over words.
Well, this is why I tell people all the time, we are all just flying around on a ball of molten rock.
Well, we certainly are.
People in the north. People in northeast Ohio can submit a felt report to the USGS describing what they experienced during the earthquake. And that's funny because none of it is going to be about an earthquake. Yeah, like I was with this woman, man. I'd tell you what I felt. Damn, she rocked my world. You know what I'm saying? I was back and forth all night long. I don't know about no damn earthquake, but shit.
That's what I was going to say. She felt the earthquake last night, but I didn't want to be
Judas Priest. And the class of the podcast just... Anyway, so we had an earthquake, and apparently it registered, and no one registered.
When I told you I was going to make the earth move, I wasn't lying.
Excuse me.
But look at her smiling. She knows it's true. Look how happy she is.
It's so bitter. It's so bitter.
Look how happy she is. You have no idea how loud that is in my ears.
Okay. So the NBC4i.com.
Cow.
Oh, it's NBC4. I don't know. I think they're out of Columbus. Anyways, Ohio's 20 just caught my eye, and it took me a while before I realized what the hell they were talking about. Ohio 2024 sales tax holiday expanded to 10 days. Anybody know what that is?
I do.
Okay, tell us.
Oh, every year right before back to school shopping, they have sales tax free weekend where I believe there was a limit of $150. Like if you went to buy school supplies or school clothes or a pair of shoes, it'd be tax free weekend. Because I know a lot of people would save that weekend to go buy a wedding dress, but usually those are over 150 unless you go.
Not only that, but this article says that it was only applied to certain things.
Yes.
Oh, a wedding dress is clothing. Never mind.
Yeah, it was like you couldn't go buy.
Beer.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say food, but food's
Wait, you saying I
not
still got to pay
taxable,
tax
but-
on weed? What the hell?
We
Yeah,
got back
you're-
to school specials on cannabis this weekend.
Edibles are all tax free.
Well, they always have that back to school car sales.
You'll be so calm in class, your teacher won't even know you're there.
You won't know where you're at either.
While you're sitting there going.
Uh,
Anyways.
wow.
Anyway,
So when is the 10-day tax free?
okay, I had to dig a little deeper to go. Okay, here it is. The 2024 sales tax holiday will take place from midnight on July 30th. That would be 11:59 p.m.
The day before my birthday.
Who cares? And it would
I do.
extend to August 8th. Eligible items up to $500. So DeWine is like no tax. Can be
Boom.
purchased in-store or online tax-free. Previous holidays offered the low price limit of a $75 maximum on clothing and $20 maximum on school supplies. Ohio's sales tax holiday historically has been meant to help families buy clothing and school supplies, which, of course, you need that shit for all the little kiddies. Upcoming school year, DeWine said. This expanded sales tax break will help Ohio families with back-to-school necessary, especially since you need to buy, computers nowadays?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a calculator?
Well, you know what else is going to help? It's going to help everybody that works in these stores because they're not going to be bombarded for 2 days. It's 10 days. It'll
That's
probably make
true.
it a little easier for people to get in and out. The people that work at the stores are probably going to be a little bit less stressed. And by the way, you know who cares about my birthday? Her, because then she's not older than me anymore, and I can't call her the old lady anymore.
That's great. Anyways, so
Ain't that right,
I know
Theo?
I know what you mean by that, because nowadays when every store is desperate for employees and they're not getting it,
Right?
it might help break it. Plus, let's be honest, I think they can make a break in the taxes. They should do it on everything.
Well, listen, they can't do that.
They have to.
Mike DeWine just bought a new house. He's going to pay it off.
No, yeah, I can't argue that. This holiday does not include exemption from sales tax for services or any purchase of watercraft. Okay, he's got a list here. Watercraft, outboard motors, motor vehicles, alcoholic beverages, tobacco, vapor products. That candy is just making the saliva glands go.
Listen, man, you're the one that chose to eat it.
Like I had a choice. Vapor products or any item that contains Mary Jane Joanna. And that's the end of the article. If
So
I tried
still
to...
got to pay, when I buy my boat, I still got to pay sales tax? What a
I
ripoff.
know. It's back to school boating. What if you live
a
in an island?
ripoff. That's fucking ridiculous.
No? All right. That's just some of the things going on around Ohio. I can continue looking while you guys talk amongst yourselves. Movie set takes over headland.
What?
That's what it says. Movie set takes over Headlands Beach. Oh, it's a beach. Everyone knows I'm an idiot. This is Channel 5 News in Cleveland, and the it's a Chromebook. Everybody, give me a second. I got to get rid of all the pop-ups. Movie set takes over Headlands Beach State Park. But what movie is it? Who cares?
Those people in that video.
Yeah. Many people are wondering what the military-like tents are at Headlands Beach and State Park in Mentor. So
See how
apparently,
annoying that is?
Hollywood is coming to Mentor, and no woman is going to be paid the same as any man. I thought they were having a military exercise or something like that, said a Mentor resident, Doug Pringle. That's actually not his last name, but I can't read. According to a public notice from Coast... Oh, God, here comes all the pop-ups.
What in the world is going...
Sorry, as soon as the pop-ups go away.
I'm counting 4.
Okay. According to the public notice from Coast Guard, a security zone... Sorry. Here we go. A security zone at Headlands Beach was requested for motion
This is why I
picture
wanted you to
product
sit over here.
production activity.
You could read.
I could read if the screen would quit doing this shit.
Sure.
It's very nice out here. It's the perfect place to shoot a movie, said Pringle. I really think that's his name.
Okay.
Is that Pringle?
Yep. I know a couple named their last name is Pringle. They're cool.
Okay. News 5 contacted the Greater Cleveland Film Commission to find out what movie was being shot at the state park so everyone in Ohio could run up there and fuck up the production. They said they signed an NDA. I actually don't know what that is.
Non-disclosure agreement. I have several.
I don't doubt that at all. That prohibit them from sharing information. However, the community has developed their own assumptions on social media. None of them are even remotely close. So there you go. So in Mentor, they're shooting a motion picture. It's probably a documentary on Ohio or some bullshit. Mentor's a nice little town.
It's all right.
Bruce Feldman gives brutal, honest take on Ryan Day's future at Ohio State. I don't know anything about football.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about either. So.
Okay. Anyways, so anyone have anything?
So here's something that we could talk about. It might be fun that you might want to look up just for shits and giggles.
Okay. Look, I can't spell, but go ahead.
Last weekend, I know you're not big into car racing, you're more motorcycle racing, but there was a fight after the NASCAR race.
Oh,
some
you're
dude
talking
got
about
punched in the face. What the hell? That guy that got punched apparently is the biggest douchebag on the planet, and everybody wants to punch him, and somebody finally did, which I think is hilarious.
All right, is that like the racers or somebody?
Yeah, I think his name was Kurt Busch, one of the Busch brothers, who's just a total dick. That everybody hates him on the track apparently, and finally somebody cracked him in the jaw, and I think it's hilarious. You know what they say? Don't want none, don't start none.
Fight at the races. That's my favorite saying.
But the video is actually kind of funny because they're just sitting there kind of jawing. All of a sudden, the dude just like, pow!
Wait, is this NASCAR?
Yeah.
Ricky Senthouse Jr. For Kyle Busch.
I might have said the wrong.
You know what? That's not new, though. These fucking rednecks are always fighting.
I'm saying, but that Kyle Busch guy, I guess, is a total dick.
Okay.
And somebody just finally popped him one, and I think it's hilarious. And the video is funny because they're just arguing, and then the guy just, in the blink of an eye, smacks him right in the jaw, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
NASCAR punishes Ricky Senthouse Jr. for Kyle Busch fight. Number 47 driver fined $75,000. 2 crew members suspended.
Well, the funny thing is, $75,000. That guy probably makes that in about 6 fucking minutes. Racing that car.
Yeah. NASCAR announced Wednesday. Well, NASCAR congratulated him and thanked him behind the scenes for all the
Thanks for
attention.
calming this dickhead down, but here we gotta find you anyway.
Yeah, thanks for putting us in the papers again since the Intimidator was gone. Announced Wednesday.
Help, he can't read. And this is your education system in Ohio, people.
Anyways, there's penalties streaming from the post-race fight between Ricky and Kyle at North Wilkesboro Speedway.
Wilkesboro?
Yes. The multiple members of his 47, I guess that's his number, Daughtry racing team. Is that literally like the Daughtry?
Probably.
Racing team being disciplined. Anyways.
Ooh, disciplined. Hey, I know a little bit about that.
Non-driver combats, who served as an aggressor. Okay, I don't know. To me, there's always someone getting in a fight at NASCAR.
It's not like it used to be. I'm talking.
I mean, they drive in circles. They can't do it, and then they get in fights.
When we were kids, it was like that all the time. It's not like that now. They are trying to calm it down because it's a family thing, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, they have to be woke?
Yeah, they have to be politically correct. There's no punching each other in the face.
Yeah. Good luck trying to get rednecks to not punch each other in the face.
But like I said, this guy's a douchebag, and somebody finally punched him, and I think it's great.
I wish I knew more about it, but I don't follow NASCAR.
Yeah, I don't really follow
Actually, I don't follow racing much at all anymore.
Yeah. I just know everybody says that he's a douche. So...
Well,
good punch in the face.
Maybe he'll be less douchish.
Oh, I bet you it makes him worse. Most douchebags become bigger douchebags once they get popped in the jaw.
Yeah. Oh, this is cute. So Spectrum News says that some Ohio cities are among the unhealthiest in all of the United States.
Oh my God! But it's
Well, I guess we got to be good at something.
I bet you Spectrum says that about every state.
They probably do. They probably do. When will the northern lights be visible again in Ohio? Well, if you go to Alaska, you can see them all you want.
Well, that's not Ohio.
Sorry, but it was too windy.
What's the wind have to do with the northern lights?
I'm sorry, too cloudy.
Too cloudy.
I was looking up an article at just their mass shooting in Akron last night.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about that because there's always shootings everywhere.
Yeah. I didn't even hear
Like
about
how
that
many
one.
people?
25,
Okay, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Where was this at?
Akron.
Oh, no, I mean, what is it like a nightclub? Was it?
Well, wait, I was just looking.
Because you know what my thoughts are? There's two reasons why we have mass shootings. Wannabe gangsters and political.
Right.
Political people, you know, try like that trans woman who shot up the school. That was 100% political. 100%.
And if it wasn't
She
when it
died for her
started-
cause, but that was 100% political.
Right, but if it wasn't when it started, the media sure as hell made it that way, didn't they?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. She knew that
that's
going into
terrible.
that school, and that's why she picked a school.
Yeah.
She didn't pick a church, which that has happened
Well,
before,
yes, it has.
because nobody cares about what happens in a church. So she picked a school.
Actually, the last time somebody tried to do a mass shooting in a church, one of the people, somebody shot the person that was doing it.
Good.
I think it was in New York. It was probably like 8-10 years ago. I
Good.
seem to remember.
Good.
They went in to try and shoot a bunch of people in a church. I think it was a
And the
Catholic
guy said-
church. And somebody was like, "Oh, you want to shoot somebody? Bang! Take that."
Yep. And I bet it ended right there. That was the beginning and the end of it.
Yep, that's the way it should be.
Yep. I'm sorry. Yep. Yep. If
stupid.
everyone was armed, there would be no mass shootings.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yep. You want to shoot somebody? You want a bullet to the head?
Period. All right. Now, here it is. Where unhealthiest city is. I'm looking for the list. I'm not going to see her read everything.
Well, we already know that.
All right. Water Hub. A person find. Oh, that's not it. So what do you got? For its findings, Wallet Hub compared to 100. Who the fuck is Wallet Hub? Compared to 182 cities. See, this is the problem with a website. Like, I want to see doctors, including 100. Okay, 182 cities, including the 150 most popular U.S. cities and the least two of the most populated cities in each state. Judas. Each city was ranked based on the following categories: health care, food, fitness, and green space. See what I mean about these websites?
Green space.
It's an unhealthy city because there's not enough green space. Well, I tell you what, I've had green my whole life, and I'm fucking tired of it. The wife took me to New Mexico, where everything is brown, and I loved it. Green can kiss my ass. You know what else is green? Rotten food. Okay, so the top 10 healthiest cities were, of course, San Francisco, because fecal matter in the middle of the streets is so healthy for people.
Exactly.
I'm willing to bet money this website that did this is located in California. The second healthiest city was Honolulu. Isn't that where the fires were?
I think no, that's not the volcanoes. The fires were in California.
No. Didn't a huge section of Hawaii burn down?
You would have to call her sister to find out.
Anyways,
She lives there.
Anyway, so Honolulu, Hawaii was number 2. Seattle, Washington, the rain state, was number 3. San Diego, California was number 4. Washington, D.C., number 5. Portland, Oregon, number 6. Denver, Colorado, number 7. Salt Lake, Utah.
Salt Lake City.
Yes, was number 8. Scottsdale,
Arizona.
thank you, is number 9, and Irving, California. So we have 1, 2, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. The healthiest places in the world are in California.
Imagine that.
The top 10 unhealthiest cities in America were: number 1, Brownsville, Texas. Yes, California hates Texas. Gulfport, Mississippi. Number 2, Laredo, Texas. My bad. Number 3, Columbus, Georgia. Number 4. So where's Ohio? I haven't seen it on the list yet.
Apparently, it's not up there high enough for it to matter. They just did that for clickbait.
Yeah, because there's not a single Ohio. There's literally, number
me.
10 is West Virginia, Michigan, number 9, Texas, again, number 8, North Carolina, number 7. There's not a single Ohio.
So I have a question. Do you think it's a coincidence?
Spectrum News can kiss my ass.
Do you think it's a coincidence that 3 of the healthiest cities are in the state that people are leaving faster than an open bathtub fucking drain.
Yeah, I think it's because that website was located in.
Yeah. Also, do you think it's a coincidence that the state that everybody that's leaving that state to go to is one of the most
Texas.
unhealthy?
So naturally, the number one unhealthiest place on earth is Texas.
We gotta stop the flooding.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So that's why I don't read the news. It's too depressing.
It's just, and by the way, the mass shooting did not happen at anywhere. It was just on a street corner, according to what I just read.
I read the article. It said that they were having a street party.
Yeah.
And it said everybody had white T-shirts. It looked like the police said it looked like spring break. Everybody was having a good time. There were girls dancing on cars, and it was just a party. And then somebody started shooting. And I think at that one, as of like half hour ago, they didn't have any suspects yet. But one person was dead and 24 shot.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they had the
political.
hospitals on lockdown. No, I don't think political. I think probably just
Someone
that sounds like
without
a
a
gang
brawl starting first.
without a bra.
Yeah,
No.
Without a brawl starting.
Without a bra, and I'm like,
Without a brawl, it's definitely going to be shooting.
No.
You can't have those things flopping all over the place. Men can't keep their heads on straight. They get all crazy and rigid, and then the bullets start flying.
I'm going to say that was a gang thing.
It's possible.
probably
Because
could
everybody's dressed exactly the same. They're all on a street corner partying outside, and all of a sudden somebody with a different colored T-shirt seen it said, "Hey, let's go take care of business."
probably.
What gang wears white?
Not
I
only
don't know.
that,
It doesn't matter. There's 500 of them in Akron.
but
are you kidding me? Have you been through downtown Akron?
Here's the thing that makes me question that theory: is one dead, but why 25 shot?
Because
They
he
were
was
ducking and
drunk
weaving.
and had a really bad aim.
I'm thinking,
That's what happens when you point this shit sideways.
Right.
Okay, hey, shit. No wonder. The sights are on top.
the girls dancing in the cars were moving too fast for them to actually get hit in the
Yeah.
vital area.
Well, it
I
could
was too
have been
busy
if
watching
they
the
were,
boobies flop around.
Right?
Once they heard a gunshot in Akron, everybody scattered.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
But
So
if they were outside in the street, I mean, you go anywhere.
right, people just start.
There was a
flying
nice picture. If you look online, they had there were those little yellow stickers from the police, bullets just everywhere.
Oh yeah,
I guess these.
they're evidence markers. All right. When you're finished, I'll say bless you, but I'll just wait till you're done
Right.
to
You
do
just
that.
wait till it's over because you're going to be there for a minute.
I'm the same way.
thank you.
Bless you.
She has
I'm the same way. I have sneezing fits that are absolutely
SOS
ridiculous.
alert.
As what?
What am I getting an SOS alert for shooting in Akron? Is it? See,
A little late for that there. Thanks. though.
Chrome just. I'm going to click on it. Let me see what it says.
Thanks, Google, for telling me 12 hours after somebody got shot.
Anyways, yeah, I don't know what they're hoping to protect me from.
Well, I mean, not much since it's over.
Shooting of Akron teen in car. Judas Priest. She wasn't lying. It looks like what's those lanterns you put on the in bags? You put the
Luminarios.
Yeah, it looks like luminarios all over the place.
I must say that's probably two rival gangs. Somebody was having fun, and the other gang was like, "Nope, not having it." And 12 of them went up with their Glocks that are all high point, $12 pistols. And there would probably been more people shot if they would have had decent guns, but that's a whole nother story. I just don't understand. I get it if you're in a gang and you don't like somebody else, but I just don't understand the whole let's just kill each other thing.
They're stupid. That's what gangs do. They sacrifice intelligence for emotionalism and stupidity.
Oh, so it's like where I work.
Yeah. All right. Anyways,
Anyway, yeah. So
it's a shame that 25 people got shot.
For what reason, nobody knows.
Yeah.
But it sounds like no reason at all so far.
But I'll hold my comments on the man who ended up dead because I don't know if he did something to deserve it or if
And that could be too.
he is an innocent bystander. I don't know.
Right. It could be the person that was throwing the party that somebody wanted dead, and they ended up shooting 25 people to get to the one person. You never know.
Never know.
And we just don't know because the article was pretty vague.
Yeah. But
say the
anyways.
least.
So.
Ladies, you're up. What? Crickets? No, you have to speak, ladies. Talk. So, all right, we're gonna make the ladies talk. You ready?
Isn't that funny? She just gets ready to say something, and he starts talking. You need to speak. Anyways, I was going to try to tell you that.
Nope. This one, you have to tell us your pool story, Little Miss Pool Leaky.
She has a pool.
Well, she has one that's kind of sort of broken at the moment.
I say last year was the first year I've ever dealt with a pool, so I was like, okay, I'll do it for a couple years, see how difficult it is, then I'll decide if I want it or not. Well, this year so far is not off to a good start.
You paying attention?
We're having pool issues.
No.
First thing, well, the cover was shit that we had on it, so water was leaking through it. So by the time we got the cover off, water's green and gross under it, and more water than there was, so it was leaking through it. So got that off, got the pool filter all set up. The electric outlet that the pool plugs into is not working. So he rigged up something to be able to at least get some power out there.
Which didn't work.
And then all the vermin's in the yard.
Well, nope. That's not what happened.
Okay.
No, so he at least got something working to do that. So I got the pool filled up. We turned it on, been doing all the opening chemicals. Went and got 6 jugs of shock. Poured 3 of them in there. And we're out in the yard doing some other stuff. And I'm like, why do I feel like I'm getting sprayed as I'm walking by the pool? Yeah. Or no, first I saw the grass was wet. And then I walked closer and was getting sprayed. There was a leak in the filter.
The sand filter had a crack in it. It was shooting water about 35 foot across the freaking yard into a bush, or it was right into a bush, so it wasn't going out, or we probably would have seen it as soon as we turned it on. And it was like that for, a day and a half?
Probably. But so he epoxied it yesterday. We're letting it cure and everything. And today I'll try to turn it on again and hope it works. Because if things keep getting worse this summer, I'm done with it next year. It's getting torn down. And because I'm tired of pouring money into something that we might not get to use very often.
Well, see, I think the biggest issue is that's a boat that's on its side. Anyway, I think the biggest issue is it's sunk sideways.
Yes.
Squirrel?
Squirrel, yeah. Anyway, no, the problem is I think the person that sold this house knew, things are going to start going bad with things around here, and the pool was probably the biggest one. Because it's just, the pool's an older pool, and it doesn't look like they've done a whole lot of upkeep on it. So
is it in ground or
no? It's a oval above ground pool.
Okay. See, I was thinking like one of those ones you buy at Walmart.
No,
that you put up.
It's an aluminum. It's aluminum, I think, isn't it? I think it's an aluminum above ground oval. So it's not like a small round one. It's a big oval shape, but it is above ground.
Although it's kind of funny though, because when she sold me the house, and she's been great about telling me different things about around the house because I still keep in somewhat touch with her.
Don't worry about if the lights turn on and off all night when you're sleeping.
Well, no,
you hear
she brought that with her.
Yeah, that was my late husband. So
Okay.
but she kept talking about how much she did to the pool and this and that. But according to the neighbors next door that I'm friends with, it was always green because they thanked me for not leaving it green all summer last year.
They also thanked her for when she mowed the grass for taking their kids' toys and tossing them back over the fence instead of just running them over. Apparently, this lady just ran over their toys. That's good. Shredded the neighbor's kids' toys whenever they went over the fence. So that's great.
Did you tell the neighbors, keep your damn toys on your side of the fence?
Nah, I think the kids think they're trying to play with the dog when they throw shit over the fence.
So they're doing it intentionally? Oh.
They got little ones.
It's electric fence time.
No, they are great neighbors, though, because a couple times now, while they're mowing their front yard, they just run across our front yard and mow it for us. Yeah, Can't really argue when they are doing shit for me.
But they do that because...
Yeah, they've got, I think, like 5 kids.
Right.
And they said the wife is stay at home, so she says it's her time to get away from the kids.
She makes him
I'll mow every yard in the neighborhood.
Right. She's mowing the grass and he's in watching the kids. So she's like, fuck it, I'm mowing more grass. So, I don't know. That's kind of funny. But it is, she'll do the front yard except for the part across the driveway. She won't go across the driveway.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny, but whatever. If you're going to mow the front grass, mow the front grass. What are you...
I'm wondering why I'm the loudest, and it's because I'm the closest to my microphone.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't like this.
See, now you're the loudest.
Yeah, right.
How loud should we be?
I'm deaf.
What? Did someone say something?
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me 1 second.
I'll need a couple Advil out of the car, please.
Huh?
What? God damn.
Huh?
What?
Oh, she loves it when she causes me pain. It's so funny to her.
Don't we all?
Just one of these days, I'm just gonna just cane my ass, and then I'll be like, she'll be like,
Well, when you're ready for that, let me know. I know a guy.
I knew it. Knew it.
Look at this one laughing because she's all about it. Look at her.
This guy over here. Yeah, I know Wanda, the wicked whip woman.
Well,
She
his
can
name
show-
ain't Wanda. I can tell you that. He was flogging on some folks last night for a minute.
All right, is it time to go? Oh God, we have 10 minutes.
Listen, man. Sometimes you just get requests. Hey, could you? Sure, why not?
Okay, I have something.
Uh-oh, she's got something. Let's hear it.
Well, no, I had found two things. I don't know, they're not going on yet, but I had sent you texts of stuff to do around Ohio that seemed neat. And one of them, they're both in Cleveland. One of them's with the Metro Parks. They're setting up the Asian Lantern Festival.
Oh, is that the little? Yeah, the little.
Now, no, they're not little because I saw it in Albuquerque a few years ago.
Oh.
There are these huge displays. It's a
Oh.
walkthrough thing.
Building
What do they call
size.
the little ones with the candles? Is that what that is?
Luminarios.
No,
they,
that's
they float.
Mexican. Yeah, I don't know what these are called. These are, for instance, on the article I saw, they had one, they were setting up like horses, and they had like whole scenes because I had taken him pictures, and it was just you walk through, but it's best to do it at night because everything's just lit up really pretty.
Right.
But they call it the Asian Lantern Festival, and they're
Sounds good
just
to me.
starting to set it up. But the other thing I found really neat, and they're just making it in Cleveland, it's a Museum of Illusions.
Oh,
And
yeah?
like you walk through it, and like the tunnels that you try to walk through, and
Who farted?
Sully.
There's no way I smelled it all the way over here.
Well, it wasn't me.
Well, I don't know. I
Listen,
did.
you know what, Toots?
Was not me.
Damn.
That's what she says every time it smells like ass.
All right, you were saying the you were
I was trying to find the latest one. I just sent it to you today because it looked neat.
Stick your nose in the bag.
I'm trying, but I can't.
All right, we're going to need a new bag of
All
freeze-dried
right.
Skittles because
No.
there's snot all over that one.
Let me see if I can see where it's opening. It's just called the Cleveland Museum of Illusions. It's going to be downtown Cleveland. Let's see.
It's going to turn out to just be an old building with a mural paint on inside of it. It's an illusion.
It's ADA accessible. Oh, welcome to all people, including families with strollers. Oh. Information on operating hours. Okay.
I didn't realize they could exclude people with strollers.
Well, I
They
guess
should.
it's already open. Let's see if we can see the hours.
Oh, you finally got a red one.
I know, right? I think it's like only the second one. I've eaten like 10 of these things.
All right. Well, you'll have to check it out. Museum of Illusions, Cleveland.
There you go, people. Check it out and send us a message
But I
if
thought
it was
it
good.
looked neat. Something to do. Not too far from here.
Nope.
And the Asian Lantern Festival, if you like, I mean, it was nice. I don't know why we went there in Albuquerque.
Well,
but-
look, let me ask you this. When we go to Vegas, we look at the casinos.
Uh-huh.
We see their free fountains. There's two of them that have free fountains. Years ago, there used to be a free play going on at the Treasure Island.
Yep.
So what's the difference? Whether you're looking at a casino that has fancy stuff or you're looking at lanterns, I mean, you're still looking at something that people made.
True. And it wasn't very expensive in Albuquerque, so.
Oh, you
I mean,
had
it
to,
was
you had to
over.
pay?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
got to
pay
get into the exhibit. Yeah, I think it was like $10.
Speaking of paying, we bought season passes to the zoo and to the aquarium, and we went to the zoo the other day. It was actually pretty cool.
No monkeys throwing poop on you?
Akron Zoo or Cleveland Zoo?
Cleveland Zoo. The Akron Zoo, man, it's been like 20 years since I've been to the Akron Zoo, and I don't know. The last time
Akron Zoo's still pretty nice.
I wasn't impressed the first time I was there.
That's what you
They've
could-
added on a lot to the Akron Zoo.
We'll have to try that. We're weird.
Have
We
you guys been to Noah's Lost Ark?
Where's that one at?
out by Berlin.
I swear to God, it's like
I was there like years and years and years ago, but it's been a really long time. Have you
It
been
breaks
up
my-
to Majestic Meadow?
No, but it sounds majestic.
It's an alpaca farm, basically, and you could walk through all the fields with them. But they've got miniature horses. They've got a couple camels. They've got
They got camels.
they've got donkeys. They've got goats, and now they have 2 capybaras, a big giant tortoise, 2 kangaroos, 2 wallabies, porcupine, armadillo.
The dog
It's
wants to go.
Freaking amazing.
Would you please pet the dog? That's Sully whining because he wants pet and no one's paying attention to him. Oh, these dogs are never ending entertainment.
But
Well, you know where this place is, right?
It's in Medina.
Okay.
Oh, that's not far.
No.
They still do like the by reservation,
You know
just
what we
so they
should
don't have
do?
too many people at once. But
I'm right now. I'm forgetting that we're on a podcast. We should plan a day, and I know it's difficult because tractor takes your life. We should plan a day, and we both should ride up to Noah's Lost Ark
okay.
because me and her ride out to Berlin Lake all the time.
You have to give me a couple days to put the sissy bar on because I don't want her riding without any type of back support.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying to get your shit together. Find a day off, and I'm not mean that like it's your fault.
Yeah, well,
You work a tractor, find a day off, and we'll ride up to Noah's Lost
Yeah,
Ark.
and you got to watch the weather. Like I just
Yeah.
read, because it was cold, they had to move some of the animals in the other day.
yeah.
For those of you who are new listeners, if you watch some of our older episodes, I have defended Noah's Lost Ark against PETA. Because PETA isn't what they used to be. They are a political money-making machine nowadays. They don't give a frick about animals. Noah's Lost Ark is an animal sanctuary. They buy animals off of eBay and like Craigslist because these animals can get in the wrong hands, and they buy them and they give them a place to just do nothing but live out their lives. They get veterinarian care, they get fed, and that's it. And in order to make enough money to feed, how many cats do they have?
Oh,
12? 12 tigers and lions. They have
Bears.
a bear. They have wolves. They have these animals eat a lot of meat. So they have to open the park up to the public. It's like a zoo, but it's not a zoo. These animals aren't born at Noah's Lost Ark. Noah's Lost Ark is a sanctuary.
Right.
It gets these animals. They had at one time they had a camel, but the camel died of old age. It broke my heart because I love the freaking camel. They had a donkey. They had elk. They had 2 elk.
yeah, they
That I
had a
didn't-
bison.
They had a
Did
bison.
you know that elk were actually used to be in this area?
Yeah, I know.
Elk were used to be in every part of the United States. They weren't just limited to certain areas, and they've just all been killed and dying off.
Yeah, they have a lot of abused animals too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People that had like
Assholes.
and
Assholes.
they have stories in front of each
Yes,
animal. Where
every animal
came
has a
from.
plaque that tells you where they got it and all that. So it is not a roadside zoo, PETA. It is an animal sanctuary. They need to exist because if they get shut down, these exotic animals where are they going to go? They can't go to a zoo.
Right. There's got to be a place for them.
So anyway, I have defended this park, and I've gone to it, man, decades now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I absolutely love it. It's not expensive to get in there, and any animal that isn't dangerous, you can feed. You can buy feed bags, and you can feed the donkeys. You can feed the emu.
Horse, yeah.
And
Ostriches.
it's a nice place. They have a really big gift shop, and their products are quality that you buy at the gift shops. It is a nice place, and I'm going to bring it up so I can tell you the address. It's up by Berlin Lake in Berlin Center. Go ahead, talk amongst yourself.
I don't know. I'd check that out. That sounds cool. But I mean,
We
I
go
don't.
every year, at least once a year.
Do you know what PETA stands for, right?
Yeah.
People eating tasty animals.
There you go. That would be me.
When they first started, like everything else in America, when they first started, they had a goal and they did a good job, and then it turned profit.
Yep.
And when
Once
it turned
starts
profit,
making money,
they turned to shit, and now they're assholes.
I feel the same way about
They
Goodwill.
point out good places just so they can get headlines, and when they attack Noah's Lost Ark, they made an enemy out of me forever.
Well, listen, I feel the same way about Goodwill. It started out as a organization that was owned by one guy that helped people out and did certain things and made money, and now it's all for profit. One guy owns Goodwill. People think it's some kind of charitable place, and it is not. One guy owns it. He lives in California.
Yeah. The only thing I like about Goodwill is you can still buy clothes really cheap.
That's because they get them for free.
I know, but
It's
my
all
point
profit.
Their
is,
prices are even going up, though.
yeah, even if you're broke, if you had a house fire, let's be honest, where are you going to go to replace everything? You're going to go to Goodwill because you can buy a pair of jeans for $10. You can buy a shirt for $2. I'm not saying
Right.
you're wrong. I'm just saying there's still
I'm
got
not saying it's a bad option.
necessary
I'm saying
things.
The company is an absolute fucking sham.
Yeah, that's a shame because I give a lot of stuff to Goodwill just because it's easy.
Well, and I agree, but it's just a sham because people think they're giving to something that's a charity, and it's not. Everybody thinks it's.
Well, I
charitable
mean,
organization,
honestly,
and
though,
it's
they
not.
do a lot of good because my ex-husband and actually my sister used to work for them, some volunteer work, because they take people that have handicaps
I
or
agree.
whatever and get them trained back into the job field
And I
and
got
help get them jobs.
I got no problem with that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that they portray themselves as a charitable organization, and they are not.
They're
It is
a
not
money-making
okay.
organization.
Absolutely.
Okay, not to interrupt you, but if you want to check this place out, and please do, I don't care where in Ohio you live, it's worth it. Okay, it's up by Burnland Lake, and give me 1 second, I'm sorry. The website is noahslostark.org, and the address is 8424. 8424 Bedrail Road, Berlin Center, Ohio. Okay, so Bedell Road,
All right.
Bedrail. Anyways, it is worth it, people. I've been telling you for
Do you have
years.
pricing
it's
on there? It's
Well,
gotta be
they
the
have
number.
tours. Oh, hours and rates.
There you go.
Sorry. Okay. We believe that they are educating people exotic animals that can make a difference. May 15th through the 30th, which is already over. So June 1st through August 31st. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., which I don't know why they bother separate. It's just exactly the same.
Same hours, yeah. That's
What
really
is the
weird.
point? Every single day, it's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I don't know why they separated it.
Wow.
Anyways, last admission is at 4 p.m. on all days. Okay, and then closed for the season November 1st. Here we go. Adults, $15.
That's fucking nothing.
Seniors, $12. Children, $10. And 2 years and under is free because they could get eaten.
They could
These
be
are
food.
exotic cats. Anyways, and when you get there, you can buy little bags of food and you can feed some of the animals. It's really a good place. I'm not saying it's the best. It's a good place, and it's worth supporting it. Oh, they have huge tortoises and shit.
Big old.
Usually, I think you can feed the tortoises at noon.
Yep.
You can actually go in the pen with them and give them watermelon.
See, I mean, if you just hit images from Google, these are all huge cats, lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh
They
my.
just built that big wolf enclosure.
Yeah, they
a
hit the
couple years
huge
ago.
wolf enclosure. It's really a good place, and you can set up personal tours where you can have a large group and go on tour. It's a good place, and if we're lucky, and Patrick and I go with the Mrs. we will remember to videotape some of it.
Yeah, and we'll put it up on the website.
Yeah. But the only thing I have against, or that I don't like about Noah's Lost Ark, is when you have to get a hold of them to ask them a question or say, I have some things to donate. They suck at returning your emails and phone calls. They're awful at that.
Yeah.
But if you just want to go and look at the animals, it's worth it.
They might be older folk that aren't tech savvy.
I don't care.
Well, they've
If you're
always
gonna have an
returned
email
my
address, check it.
calls.
All right, we're running over, so I'm going to end this. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thanks, ladies, for joining.
Say goodbye, ladies.
And,
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
ladies.
ladies.
Perfect.
I am certain. And don't call me Shirley. See you, peeps.